Right, it is that time of the week again. It is championship predictions time. Game week 7 is what we're looking forward to. We'll have a look back at game week 6 very quickly, and this will be very quick and very brief because it was absolutely terrible. No correct predictions, no correct outcomes, no bob-ons. Across the board, absolutely boring. Caveat, only 11 games officially had results. We had Blackburn Ipswich, and I went for a draw in that one. I went for one apiece. So if Ipswich did get a goal with 10 men in the rain, that could have potentially been a correct outcome. But honestly, across the board, this is pretty shocking. I came close on outcome with Birmingham Swansea. I went for a 1-1 draw. Blues got a late winner. They won that one 1-0. I went for a narrow Leicester win. Potentially that could have come in. I went for a draw West Brom, Borough West Brom. That could have come across the board. It was absolutely shocking. I think we have officially, I can say after 6 rounds, hit rock bottom on the championship predictions. The only way is up. So our journey upwards starts on Friday night where West Brom play Leicester. West Brom defeat at Borough, another tight defeat. That's a couple of defeats in a row. Leicester obviously got that draw against Coventry. That's probably two sides who are right near the top of the division this season. So that's probably not the worst draw in the world for the Foxes. This is another sort of Midlands derby. It's going to be another tight game. If this was at the King Power, I'd probably back Leicester, but I think West Brom will be reasonably good at the Hawthorns this year. I think it would be a tough game for the A1 Parachute team. So I'll go for the draw. I'll sit on the fence. I'll go West Brom 1, Leicester 1. Next up, it is Wrexham against Derby. Wrexham got another very important, very impressive away win at Norwich. They won by 3-2. They're still conceding chances, but when you've got the likes of Kiefer Moore, Josh Windass, Nathan Broadhead, all sort of chipping in, well, you've got an attacking threat there. Derby, disappointing defeat against Preston. I didn't really see that one coming, especially with the injured players sort of coming back and then being at Pride Park. I think this will be tough for them to go away from home. The Wrexham who just won, very impressively at Norwich. So I'll back the narrow Wrexham home win. I'll go Wrexham 2, Derby 1. Up next, Swansea against Millwall. Swansea probably consider themselves a tad unlucky in the way it ended at Birmingham and the fact they had a goal ruled out, which looked reasonable in terms of offside by Sandra Pontnik. But on the balance of play and chances created by both sides, might have been a fair result in the end, but just the manner in which it came about probably was frustrating for Swansea and Fallon Sheehan. Millwall, very impressive home win. Well, standard home win for Millwall, I guess, but that was their first points of the season at the Den. Away from home, they have been much better this season so far, which is a little bit un-Millwall-like. They've got 7 points from 9 away from home. They've beaten Norwich, they've beaten Sheffield United, and they've drawn at Charlton, which is not a bad result either. So I can see them going to Swansea and winning, but I do think Swansea are a good side as well. So I'll sit on the fence again. I'll go Swansea 1, Millwall 1. It is another Midlands derby. It's Coventry against Birmingham, and this one is very, very tasty, isn't it? Coventry got a good point on the road at Leicester in the M69 derby. That's probably a better point for Coventry than it is for Leicester. Birmingham, very, very late on win. Lyndon Dykes again against Swansea, so that's 2 Lyndon Dykes late winners and a 1-0 win against Oxford so far. That's the 3 wins for Blues. I can see Birmingham going there and trying to control the possession, control the territory, and Coventry sort of being a little bit counter-attacky and being, quite quick on the wings with Mason Clark or Sante or Sims or Wright, whoever it is in those attacking positions. That can cause damage, so I can see both teams to score, and I think I might sit on the fence again with this one. Yeah, I will. I'll go once again. I'll go Coventry 1, Blues 1. I just can't pick a winner. Watford against Hull is up next, and Watford manager Paolo Pezzolano, pretty unsurprisingly, is under pressure. Another defeat for him against Millwall Monday night. They lost to Blackburn the previous week as well. Back at Vicarage Road, Hull though, tricky opponent because they've just gone absolutely battered Southampton by 3-1 at the MKM. Ollie McBurney looks a handful. I think Mohamed Baloumi went off injured in that one, but still Gelhardt and Darlak and Toad, they've got some real good attacking players. And I think they can cause problems for Watford. So I think I might go for a third straight defeat for Pezzolano, which might be the end for him as Watford manager. I'll go Watford 0, Hull 1. Stoke versus Norwich up next. Stoke on the wrong end of a fine margins game at QPR, missed a golden opportunity at 0-0, didn't they? Man off literally 2 yards out, harder to miss than it is to score, and somehow manages to put it over the bar. Norwich, a little bit less fine margins. Scoreline probably flattened them a little bit from what I'm hearing against Wrexham. Pretty dismal performance, a very contrasting sort of defensive display to the one we saw away from home on the road against Coventry, where they got a resolute sort of defensive performance for 90 odd minutes until they conceded. I can't see Norwich going here and winning, even with the goal power they do have, and Sargent in particular. Can't see them going there and winning, to be honest. I think this is going to pile the pressure on Liam Manning even more. I think Mark Robbins is going to be determined to bounce back, get back to winning ways, especially at home. So I'll back Stoke. I'll go Stoke 1, Norwich 0, which is not going to be good for Liam Manning. Off to Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday play QPR. QPR look really, really good. After that 7-1 defeat against Coventry, they've bounced back really well. 3 wins in a row, and they beat second place Stoke at home, which is, very, very impressive. Sheffield Wednesday got their first win of the season against Pompey, which I did not expect. They went to Fratton Park and won by 2 goals. So I think I went for a 3-0 home win, that one as well. So hats off to Henrik Pedersen. I think if QPR score an early goal, they might be in business here. Stoke have done it. We've done it. But I'll not go for 3-0. I think with goals power they do have, especially in Kone, Burrell, etc., I think QPR will score and will probably get the better of Sheffield Wednesday. Hillsborough at the moment is so toxic as well, so it's really hard for those Sheffield Wednesday players to play there. I'll go for a 2-0 away win. I'll go Sheffield Wednesday 0, QPR 2. Off to the South Coast for another very intriguing game. Southampton play Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are the pace setters in the Championship, 16 points from their opening 6 games. They have been magnificent, and a lot of the signs are saying away win here. Pressure's on Wales still to get things right. Yeah, he can still give him a little bit more time in terms of working with what he's got. There's been a lot of change and a lot of churn at Saints over the summer. Still, as a year 1 parachute team, they're going to be expected to be near the top. If another 5-6 games, he's still sort of meandering in around the bottom 6 area. Southampton are not going to really tolerate that. Some fans won't really tolerate that. I'm tempted to go for the away win, but I will go for a draw. I think I'll go for an exciting one. I'll go Southampton 2, Middlesbrough 2. I just can't quite back Middlesbrough in this one to go Saints. If they do go there and win, that would be an incredibly good, big statement from Rob Edwards, and yeah, serious sign that Middlesbrough are serious this season. Preston against Bristol City then to battle of the serial mid-tablers in the Championship. I guess so disappointing from City last time out. Just sort of lost the 5 margins and 3 set-piece goals we conceded. Just disappointing. Deservedly lost the game. It was a fair result, but still can be disappointing, and it was disappointing. From City, Preston have started the season really well. Identical record to Bristol City, 11 points after 6 games. They went to Pride Park and won by goals and 0, which again, as I said with Derby, didn't expect that result. But fair enough to Heckingbottom. They started really well. They've beaten Leicester, Ipswich, and they've drawn. They came very close to winning against Middlesbrough at home, didn't they? So it does not an easy place to go at the moment. I can't see Bristol City going there and winning, to be honest. Not after that result last time out. I might back Preston home win, which is not obviously ideal. I think I might. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to back a first Bristol City defeat this season. In my predictions, I'll go Preston 2, Bristol City 1. Up next, Oxford against Sheffield United. I saw Oxford in the flesh at Ashton Gate, and I thought they were very, very impressive. Dick Hirsmacher in midfield, Plaheta, Brannigan. Defensively, they look relatively sturdy. Brody Spencer had a very good game. They look very good, and they've been getting better recently. They drew against Leicester and Coventry at home, and obviously going away to Ashton Gate and winning proven to be a bit of a rarity for away teams over the past sort of 12 months. So it's definitely not an easy feat, and they've managed to do it. Sheffield United, God knows, 6 defeats in a row. Chris Wilder definitely didn't have the effect he would have wanted to going in there for the 3rd time at Bramall Lane. I think he'd probably take a draw right now, wouldn't he? And just sort of start to get things moving in the right direction for United. So I will go for that. I'll go for a draw. I'll go for Oxford 1, Sheffield United 1. Ipswich against Pompey is our penultimate game. Ipswich, can you really judge what happened at Blackburn? I mean, they were 1-0 down. They were down to 10 men with about sort of 10 minutes to go. But still, can you really fully judge it? Probably not. Pompey, weird couple of weeks. They went to Southampton, drew very impressively, had an impressive performance, and then go and lose at Sheffield Wednesday because that's just what the Championship is. I think at Pompey Road, Ipswich should have the star power just to be a little bit too good for Pompey. Pompey won't have Conor Chaplin, I'm presuming, for this one either, so a little bit of attacking threat goes as well. So I will go for the home win, and I'll go for 2-goal margin as well. I'll go Ipswich 3, Pompey 1. And finally, Charlton against Blackburn. Blackburn, obviously the other team involved in that abandoned match at Ewood between Rovers and Ipswich. Charlton, what a win. What a win away at Sheffield United, and sort of typical classic Nathan Jones away win. Keep it tight and then, yeah, nick it late on. Brilliant from them, and coming back to the Valley after an away win is sort of perfect. For the Addicts, Blackburn, I think, will be inconsistent this season, so they have sort of surprise in them. But I think I have to back Charlton at the Valley and Nathan Jones. So I will go in the Joe Rankin Costello derby. I will go Charlton 1, Blackburn 0. But that is it. Those are my championship predictions for Game Week 7. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. All 12 games in the predictions in the comments. Get your predictions in the comments is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hit like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will catch you all later. Cheers.